Clippers, Cavs, an NBA best 26-6 on the road this season. One win shy of tying the most road wins in a season in team history. No Tyronn Lue, out with back pain. Brian Shaw coaching this one. Third quarter, Clippers down one. Kawhi Leonard goes to work early and often. Leonard, 15 points in that third quarter as the Clippers are up by one. Under 5 minutes left in the third, we're tied at 93. Max Strus, leading scorer for Cleveland, 24 points. He had 12 points in the third. Cavs go up 3. Later in the third, James Harden. No. Then gets his own rebound. He'll find Bogdanovic for 3. Bogdanovic had 20 points, and the Clippers tie it. Under a minute left in the third, Clippers are up 2. Harden crosses up Evan Mobley. James Harden had 22 points and 9 assists. Nasty moves from James Harden. And the Clippers led by 4 after 3. In the fourth quarter, the Clippers had an 8-point lead in Kawhi Leonard. 12 of 19 from the field, 33 points, 10-point Clippers lead. And under 5 minutes to play now, it's a 6-point game. Ivica Zubac will get it inside, lay it in, plus the foul. Clippers up 8 after the missed free throw. Under 2 to play, Clippers up 10. Leonard says enough is enough. 5 of 6 from three-point range. And the Clippers stun the Cavs 132 to 119. Kawhi Leonard looked like the best version of himself on Tuesday, scoring 33 points on 19 shots to go along with those 4 steals. His 30-point performance was the 64th of his career, tying Blake Griffin for the 3rd most in franchise history, and tied for the most since the team moved to Los Angeles back in 1984. So great to have NBA analyst Udonis Haslem here joining us on SportsCenter. And let's begin with the Clippers. They beat the NBA best Cavs, and they're doing their best to climb out of that play-in game. What impressed you the most about the Clippers' performance?
I mean, first and foremost, the Clippers said, not tonight. You won't tie that record on the road tonight against us.
Right.
But the balance. I mean, this is the Kawhi Leonard that we all knew. This is the Kawhi Leonard we all love. 5 for 6, 33 points. He was efficient from all 3 levels. He got to a spot, pulled up like he left his phone, and it was target practice for him. Also, Bogdanovic, 8 for 8, 20 points. Big Zoo, taking him to the zoo down there in the paint. 28 points, 20 rebounds. So the balance, and I think they're going to need that moving forward in that 8 seed right now, trying to get out of that play and making sure they don't get in that spot. So I think that balance is definitely going to help them moving forward.
They have enough talent to do so. Let's see if it happens.
This is the team that we thought that the Clippers could be early on, so I'm happy to see that now.
Me too. All right, staying in L.A. Wednesday night, the Nuggets face the Lakers. Both of these teams part of a congested race out west, all battling for the 2 seed. Who do you see ultimately securing that spot?
This one keeps me up at night. I'm going to be honest, this one keeps me up at night because there's so many knickknacks. There's injuries. Is Joker healthy? Is Murray healthy? Is Morant healthy? I mean, a hamstring can be something that can last a week or 3 weeks.
Right.
Ultimately, the Houston Rockets are the team that are sitting healthy right now with a young core. I love what Ime Udoka has done with that team. They rebound. They defend their hard-nosed. But I think they're still young. I got to go with the Denver Nuggets. If all else fails, this team is healthy. This team is battle-tested. Mike Malone continues to have these guys in the top 2 or 3 every year in the West. When everybody says they need to add, they don't have enough. And when you look, the Denver Nuggets are right there. And I'm going to say it right now, possibly another MVP for the Joker this year, the way he's playing. I've seen a lot of basketball over my 20 years, probably too much. And this guy is playing at a level that I've never seen before. And I don't know if we'll see it again.
There's never too much basketball to be seen. You know that,
This is true.
Udonis.
This is true.
Nuggets, Lakers, ESPN Wednesday night. No LeBron James, still out, of course.
Yes.
Udonis Haslem on SportsCenter. Thanks, as always, for taking the time.
I'm in the presence of greatness tonight.
A bunch of minutes against the Wizards on Saturday, which we know now has been a loss. They play the Lakers on Wednesday. Any conspiracy theories as to this was their rest?
I mean, I just think they were gassed, and it had to do with the Washington loss, the Lakers' tough game they had against the Lakers with Bron, Luka, Rui. Like, they had a bunch of guys sitting out, and they were still very much in a tough game. So I think Mike Malone looked at them and said, you know what, these guys need a break. And if we want to keep them fresh before playoffs, they're in a good spot, seeding-wise. They can stay in a good spot. But I don't think it's just for this one particular game against the Lakers. They had lost to the Lakers with Bron and Luka, and it didn't look good the times that they played against them. So they want to see if they end up matching up with them in the playoffs. I'm sure they want to see what they look like at full health and full strength. But I don't think they're preparing for just one game. I think they're seeing the bigger picture and saying, you know, we got to make sure we pace these guys to make sure they're fresh when the playoffs happen.
What do you think, Leo?
No, I agree with Danny. No, I agree with Danny. Like, everybody is playing cat and mouse right now, finding breaks. Like, and this is the time of year. Like, we're 3 weeks out from this playoff run. Everybody is trying to figure out their best route, best position they could put themselves in going into it. You know, so a lot of teams are going to find games here or there. They're going to look at matchups that they may look at in the playoffs that they want to see their team's full strength, like Danny just mentioned. And so everybody is starting to kind of bunker down, get into mode, get into playoff mode, and figure out what works best for them. And again, it's important for all of these guys to be fresh, rejuvenated going into it. You don't want to go into the postseason limping into it because of some of these individual games that may not mean a lot as far as seeding or anything goes. So you don't want to put those guys at risk, and so that's what you're looking at.
Especially in the West, because I feel like it's so balanced. I don't think it really matters where you seed.
Yeah, I mean, looking at it,
Unless
they're
you're
pretty
trying to avoid the number one seed.
And there's no easy route, so it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you are trying to avoid LA. It is kind of jumbled up, 3, 4, 5. It's a little bit of a mess there. Some people think that the Stars only come back really when they play the Lakers. And Lou, you love conspiracies. Do you believe in that one?
I don't believe in that one, but if we're gonna throw gas on it, you know, this is the Showtime Lakers. It's a few places that players really enjoy playing. Yeah. Madison Square Garden is going to be one of them. Crypto, formerly known as the Staples Center, is gonna be another one. Boston is another one. Like, these are legacy places. These are places that guys know that they're going to get the most out of the fan base. It's going to be a great environment, great atmosphere to play basketball. And who doesn't want to compete against a LeBron James or a Luka Doncic under those bright lights? And so a lot of guys just know destination places to play on the road.
I think when people say that, they're speaking of Jamal Murray and how he emerges in the playoffs from Urkel to Stephon, in the playoffs. So he just, and it's usually against the Lakers. So he has his, better moments against the Lakers in the playoffs. So I like to see, and I think it's a thing.
I like it.
For him and Jokic have really good series and really good games against the Lakers in the playoffs. It may not happen this year during the regular season, but in the past, and so we're hoping to see anyway, I want to see Jamal Murray get back to his normal self consistently. He's had some ups and downs this year, but he's been great overall, but just not what people expect of him. But in the playoffs against the Lakers, he's definitely Stephon.
He's been awakened. Yeah. Pacers, Luka back in Dallas. Any ideas? What's planned? What's that going to feel like?
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the most anticipated games since LeBron James went back to Cleveland for the first time. Obviously, the circumstances are different. It wasn't Luka's choice to leave. He ended up getting traded in the middle of the night, but I think the Mavericks are going to have something special planned for him. I mean, when a guy has given you everything of his career for the last almost 7 years, and he took you to the NBA Finals, I think you got to have something more planned for him than just a tribute video that every star player typically gets. I think they got to roll out the red carpet for him, if you will.
Move it. By the way, Mike, I've been a part of some weird seasons with some teams before.
Chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Lại là mình đây. Video ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục đi tô màu để cho các bạn cùng xem. Và ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tô màu những sản phẩm, đó là những con vật, đó là những đồ vật, hoa quả, vân vân. Để làm được video tô màu thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị những dụng cụ, đó là đầu tiên là điện thoại này. Điện thoại để quay lại quá trình mình làm này. Đây là bút sáp màu này. Đấy, mình sẽ tiến hành tô màu và mời các bạn cùng theo dõi quá trình mình tô màu. Và mình mong rằng các bạn hãy ấn like và đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình. Mình cảm ơn các bạn rất là nhiều.
Mình tiếp tục vào nhé bạn. Tô xong màn hình.
Chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh YouTube của mình. Lại là mình đây. Video ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục đi tô màu để cho các bạn cùng xem. Và ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tô màu những sản phẩm, đó là những con vật, đó là những đồ vật, hoa quả, vân vân. Để làm được video tô màu thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị những dụng cụ, đó là đầu tiên là điện thoại này, điện thoại để quay lại quá trình mình làm này. Đây là bút sáp màu này. Đấy, mình sẽ tiến hành tô màu và mời các bạn cùng theo dõi quá trình mình tô màu. Và mình mong rằng các bạn hãy ấn like và đăng ký kênh để ủng hộ mình. Mình cảm ơn các bạn rất là nhiều.
Mình làm chi tiết tô màu nhé bạn. Một xong màn hình.
Chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh